There on the field, the pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beaches is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Guys, look, we're just a couple of weeks away, just a little over 2 weeks away from Tennessee kicking off fall camp. SEC Media Days start next week. Probably going to be a lot of fun to cover, but most of it's probably going to be a whole lot of Nick Saban, Jimbo Fisher talk, but still we'll cover it, keep you guys up to date on that. But after the wave of recruits that flooded in early July, it's kind of quiet right now. It's really kind of quiet. So what I wanted to do is kind of shift gears and really kind of start to talk about this 2022 football team. We're going to do that tomorrow, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Myself, JP Dauber, we're going to go live and we're going to talk about breaking down this offense, kind of an offensive preview for 2022. We're going to follow it up the next Wednesday and break down the defense, but going to kind of start shifting gears. Going to continue to cover recruiting if any news breaks, if any commitments come in, but it's just kind of quiet right now. So I want to kind of shift gears and again talk about this football team in 2022. And one of those guys I want to talk about is Jalin Hyatt. The junior wide receiver is set to have a big-time breakout year. I'm excited about Jalin Hyatt. We're going to talk about him, but as always, do me a favor, smash that like button. Just hit that little thumbs up below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. I do want to say thank you. We hit 13,000 subscribers just last night. So welcome and thank you for all the support. We appreciate it. But let's talk about Jalin Hyatt. And again, he's a guy that, you know, coming out of high school, he was a four-star prospect, had a lot of hype, a lot of buzz. Coming in for Jeremy Pruitt as a freshman, he's a guy that set the all-time leading receiving records at Dutch Fork High School in South Carolina. Also won back-to-back state championships. Just a guy that had a lot of buzz and excitement. And really as a freshman, playing under Jeremy Pruitt, he's a guy, he played in all 10 games in the COVID year. And he ended up second on the team with receptions, 20 receptions, 276 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But I kind of remember watching him as a freshman. And when you really had that eyebrow-raising moment, that aha moment where Jalin Hyatt really started to get some buzz was in that Alabama game. There's a play where he absolutely torches the Alabama secondary. We kind of raised an eyebrow and said, all right, this is a guy that has legitimate SEC speed, a guy that can go out and put in the work in the offseason, and everybody leading into that Josh Heupel, first year under Josh Heupel, everybody was talking about the young wide receivers, the Jalin Hyatt, Jimmy Holiday, Jimmy Callaway. There was so much buzz around Jalin Hyatt. And then, you know, look at last year. Obviously, Josh Heupel, this coaching staff, they had a lot of success. We saw what they did with Cedric Tillman, taking a guy that had 8 receptions in 3 years and making him a 1,000-yard receiver. We saw what they did with Velus Jones Jr., moving him to the slot, how much success Velus Jones Jr. had in this offense. But Jalin Hyatt was just kind of quiet. Just kind of quiet last year as a sophomore. And he played in every game, and he ended up finishing 3rd on the team in receptions, but that 3rd on the team was only good for 21 catches, 226 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Just a quiet season as a sophomore. So what does Jalin Hyatt need to do going into this year? You know, what's so fun about this Josh Heupel offense is the way that they're going to spread you out. They're going to make you commit. They're going to spread out wide receivers way out wide and make you commit. Are you going to go out wide and try to shut down the throw game? Because if you do, Josh Heupel's not afraid to run the football. He's shown that. He's proven that. We've got Cedric Tillman coming back on the outside. We've got Brew McCoy coming in. A lot of athleticism, a lot of potential. And yes, Brew McCoy, it is a question mark. He is a question mark. The guy's played 1 year of football in the last 3 years. Can he put it together just with one fall camp? I think Brew McCoy's goal is one and done. I think he wants to come in, prove what he can do, have success in this offense, and then head off to the NFL. So what's missing? You've got 2 great tight ends. with Jacob Warren, Princeton Fant. I think they do a great job. I think we're going to see them continue to kind of grow and develop. We need that slot receiver. We need Jalin Hyatt to step up and be the guy that replaces Velus Jones Jr. and his speed. You know, he's got such speed that you could utilize over the middle and just spread out that defense even more. But what he needs to do is put on weight. You know, that was one of the things. And the reason I'm so excited about Jalin Hyatt is what this coaching staff had to say, what Hendon Hooker had to say throughout the spring. You know, Hendon Hooker basically said that Jalin Hyatt's a guy that's putting in the work. We didn't hear that last year. And Jalin Hyatt himself said midway through the year, he kind of realized, I'm not doing what it takes to be an elite player in the SEC. He admitted that. And he kind of went to Velus Jones, and he wanted to learn the ropes, what he needs to do to take that next step and be the guy. And one of those things was put on some weight. He's got to do a better job being physical, getting off the line of scrimmage. Now, I was looking at jersey numbers, height, and weight, an article that came out from SI.com back in the spring, and it says here that Jalin Hyatt was listed at 175 last fall. Now, when you look at Tennessee's roster, he's listed at 180 pounds, but from what they're saying, he was down to 165 coming back after Christmas break, but now during spring practice, he was closer to 184. So you're talking about almost 10 pounds of solid weight, good healthy weight that Jalin Hyatt has put in. And again, Hendon Hooker praising him back during the spring, praising Jalin Hyatt for the work that he put in off the field. Talking about him always being in the building, watching film, trying to get better. I think when we move into year 2 of this Josh Heupel era, in order to see numbers continue to put up big-time points, I think Jalin Hyatt is going to be a big part of that. You know, obviously there's the excitement about Hendon Hooker coming back. I'm the biggest advocate for a Hendon Hooker Heisman Trophy campaign. But in order to do that, Cedric Tillman's going to have to repeat what he did last year. And I have no reason to believe that he won't. Brew McCoy is going to have to come along. When you look at this wide receiver core, when you look at this unit, there's a whole lot of question marks. But go back a year ago. Go back exactly 1 year ago. Would you have ever thought that Cedric Tillman was going to have 1,000 yards receiving in this offense? Would you have ever believed it? Would you have thought that Javonte Payton was going to transfer in from Mississippi State and had the success that he had? Velus Jones Jr. also. This Josh Heupel offense works. It works. I'm excited about this fall, but the guy that I'm probably the most excited about on this offense is Jalin Hyatt. He put in the work in the offseason. He's got the speed. He's got the talent. Can he take that next step and put it together on the field of play? You guys hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want more videos like this. Just some guys that I'm excited about as we head into the 2022 season. Again, it's just been an absolutely huge start to July. Huge start. Kicked off with Tyree Weathersby committing on the 1st. Christian Conyer, big-time win over Kentucky on the recruiting trail there. Jonathan Eccles kind of kicking things off. 5-star prospect in the class of 24. Cameron Seldon, huge. Shamrod Umarov, huge. Shan Davion Bradley, just a gigantic start to July on the recruiting trail. Still got some recruits that we are expecting commitments from throughout the next couple of weeks. Nathan Laycock, 3-star wide receiver, is a guy that's probably close to a decision. Also, where is Stanton Ramilak? Can Tennessee add another solid 4-star offensive tackle to the class of 23? Again, we'll continue to keep you updated with recruiting, but let me know if you want more videos kind of highlighting specific players, talking about what I'm excited about. But hit the comment section. Let me know you think Jalin Hyatt can take that next step. Do you have the confidence that Brew McCoy is going to deliver on the outside? Let me know your thoughts. As always, if you have not done so yet, make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Don't forget to join me tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be playing a little NCAA 2013 and talking some Vol football. So come hang out. Maybe we'll talk about Jalin Hyatt and this 2022 football team. Whatever you guys want to discuss, we'll get into it. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.